Hi, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Missy.
And we're Two Needles Pulling Thread. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Been a while.
It's been a few weeks, but here we are.
Finally, we made it back. So, yeah, it's Friday, November 18th, number 19. So
A video about cross-stitch, mainly.
Mainly, yeah.
Pretty much. Life updates and all that good stuff that we've been doing.
So, thank you guys for liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, all the things. Coming back. We've had a lot of people check in on us. We're still here. So
We're here. A lot of things have happened.
A lot, yeah. So
4 weeks, almost 5 weeks, and life's been busy.
Crazy busy.
Yeah.
So we should have filmed on Wednesday when it snowed.
Yep, we have some snow.
Snow is officially here in Maine. And it didn't go away. I thought with the rain it might go away, but
It did not. It has stayed cold.
yeah.
So there we go.
So what have you been up to?
Our kids moved.
Yep.
Their house is ready. They've moved in, so they're settling into that. Starting to get the texts and FaceTimes. How do I cook this? What temperature is that on? So that's been kind of fun.
I still do that, and I've been on
I
this for years.
I know. So they're doing good, and my husband had some hunting vacation, which was nice. I had the whole house to myself this week. He just got home today.
Good.
So yeah, that's kind of where we've been at. It's been kind of quiet for us, but being available for the kids as they're doing things and all those little last minute things that come up when you're getting ready to move, whether it's a new place or it's not. There's always something.
Yep.
But you guys have had a lot going on.
We have had a lot going on. I'm done chemo.
Woo!
Rang the bell. Some of you guys have seen the video, and lots of comments. I appreciate that. All the family came.
It's fun.
Waiting on the scan. Go for that in a couple weeks.
All indications are.
Yep.
Your doctor says you're good.
Doctor says
But
that. So
you'll
we'll see
get
what
the
he
official.
says. And then 4 days later, Ashley and Brody got married. They are currently on their honeymoon. They'll be back tomorrow night.
That was a great night. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Went off without a hitch, or at least I didn't see any hitches.
Yeah. That's what matters.
Yep. And they were grinning from ear to ear. They called me yesterday from the Dominican Republic, and that made Mama's heart happy. I'm house sitting their psycho cat.
That was their cat.
Their other cats pick on her, so. But yeah, changed out. I had all Halloween, did that yesterday. I tried to put my tree up. Rob told me no, so. But yeah, she's quite the talkative cat, so we're gonna try to keep her off the table.
Yeah, she kind of wanted to be where we were.
Yeah, speaking of, sorry. There you go, Lily. You made your appearance. Yeah, just
In
crazy
between,
busy.
yeah, very busy.
Some stitching, Flosstube watching.
Yep. I've been all over the place with my stitching, and I have a lot of it to show.
Me
and
too.
I have a little tiny bit of haul.
I don't have very much haul
I'm
either.
pretty good.
So, but, well, let's jump right in.
All right, let's do it.
FFOs.
I have none.
I have one, and I meant to show this the last time. I can't tell you what pattern this is, but I showed it earlier in the year.
Kind
It's
of
a
looks
little
like
gnome.
Satsuma Street.
It might be that. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Just a little tag. I think it's from Michael's. I actually put it on the back side. It's a little big for the tag, but I liked it. It was cute, and I'm gonna put them on my tree. So,
Is that some of that bias tape for the trim?
it's not bias tape. It's actually like not twisted cording. I got it in Walmart. Sells bins of. They're on flat fold cards of this in all different colors, and I got them last year. It was like 97 cents a package.
Cool.
I think I have red and green, and so
It's pretty.
But yeah,
I like it.
simple,
Go on your
simple.
tree.
Yeah, if I ever get it put up.
Well, it is only November 18th.
Your turkey tastes the same whether the tree up is up or not. So
I know. Grace and Justin have their tree up.
so hey,
They're going to be gone for a week in December, and they wanted to really get it out.
that's all good. How about
It's so
finishes?
exciting. I have several finishes.
I have 3.
Okay.
So
So I don't have the charts. I've shown them before. I've been working
wow.
on the ornaments on the 18 count color and cotton cypress.
oh, that looks That's awesome.
And this is the last one that I did.
Oh, he is adorable.
He's so cute.
How are you going to finish him?
So I'm probably going to do a simple ornament finish on a flat, hard surface maybe.
For leaving all 4 together?
No, I'm going to
Oh.
do them all individual. So this is what I stitched on throughout the whole year. If I felt like I wanted to do a little ornament, that's what I did.
Those are adorable.
I say it's only 4, but that's plenty for 1 year to put on the tree with the rest of my stuff.
Absolutely.
And I already have plans for 2023. I'll show you what I did then. And this is, I really should get my notes out because
That's a Brenda Gervais.
that one was called the Snowman and Cardinal. For that one.
And that was off the you had a bunch of them on
Yeah,
one.
I did. I kept showing it throughout
Yep.
the year. Candy cane wishes with my needle and thread. I used all my own threads. And this is Bestitch Me Coconut Shell 32 count Lugana.
Isn't your coconut shell so much darker than mine?
It's really dark.
Yeah, I love it.
In my craft room 1,
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
CR1 as Mike calls it, my lighting is terrible and it really looks very different in there.
Yep.
And when I started stitching on it and I was under good light, I was like, oh, I'm not so sure, but I really do like it.
That's really pretty.
And I am going to finish it on that LaHaye shaker box that I showed. And Angie with Tiny House Stitcher actually mentioned it in a comment. And I've bought the magnets to magnetize it, and I won't have to do anything to the box itself.
You're just going to put a magnet on the
And
inside, right? Yeah.
And Brenda Gervais she has several oval type charts, so I might look for a couple more to change out on that box throughout the year. But we'll see.
I don't think Brenda Gervais can do wrong.
Oh my goodness. I know.
Can't wait
Singing
to get the new ones.
Sparrow. I finished this. And this is Sweet Wing Studio. I used all the called for 4 threads in DMC, but I did not use any of the white that it called for, other than the little bit in the Sparrow
That's
itself.
so pretty.
And this is Silvery Moon Lugana, 32 count. I need to have a finishing day.
There you go. Oh, this one's fun.
It is. I'm going to show this one first, though. This is the Thread Milk Designs Statehoods. She's done all the states. And our friends that this is for don't watch this, but they have a camp. They're Massachusetts natives, and they came up here for many, many, many years
Oh my gosh.
to a camp in Maine.
More than they were
Many.
coming up before I was born. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of generational. So the children, and now those children are having children. And they have all, in the last, 3 years or so, relocated from Massachusetts to New Hampshire. And they also have a camp in northern New Hampshire. So I did Massachusetts, Maine, and New Hampshire for them. I'm going to frame it and print a photo that my husband took while we were visiting their camp. And this will be the Christmas gift for the whole family. The main chart, I did a tree instead of a lighthouse
Right there.
because Maine for them was coming to the Maine woods up here. I really enjoyed these. They worked up so nicely.
In her chart, she also gives in like little tidbits or information.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun on each state, like the state flower and insect and what they might be famous for, that sort of thing. So those are really
Is that
interesting.
a blueberry? Nope, that's just a flower.
Yeah, it's just it might be that
Part of the
it's-
border, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's awesome.
I did some color conversions, some I kept the same depending on what I was doing. And I had so much fun with this. I talked about this before. It's really small. Dirty Annie design. Talk to Me Goose. And this stitched up basically in an evening. I mean, I had it almost done in one evening, but finished it off the next day. And I used Gentle Arts Midnight floss. And this is a scrap color and cotton 32 Lugana. And I'm going to make this into, I think, an ornament for my husband. Because I talked about how he says that to
He
me
says
all the
that
time.
all the time.
Actually, the night that we filmed,
Yeah.
he sat on the couch and said, "So, talk to me, Goose." And I was
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
That's funny.
That's too funny.
I wanted to say, too, this was 18 count vintage country mocha. And I ended up I did this. No, I think that is 2 strands.
I
No,
think so.
it's one.
I can't tell.
Anyway, It doesn't matter.
Awesome.
So those are my finishes.
Cool. I have 3. Finally got Witchy Way done. This is
don't think I saw that.
Primrose Cottage stitches. I did not iron it.
Is this that web fabric?
Yes, that I got at
That is
Celebrations.
so cute.
Celebrations? Yeah, Celebration and Needlework. I didn't put the border, didn't put the dirt, I didn't,
I like it.
and apparently I didn't put the spider web.
Oh,
So it's not done. Right there in that tree.
liar, liar.
There's supposed to be a strand right there to make a spider web.
Oh, well,
Ah,
it's just some back stitching.
yeah. So that was fun.
I like it.
And this
This is really pretty.
These next 2 were both not start and finish same day, but since we filmed last. This is Be Thankful by Needle Nook Treasures on 18 count Picture This plus Barnwood. And this is Be Thankful. And I changed up some of the colors. I used an overdyed for the leaves, and
I really like it.
I think I'm just going to do a little weighted pillow.
Yep.
I wasn't sure about the green and the pumpkin, but
You
I
gotta
like
come
it.
this way a little bit. There you go.
I know. And my last one is Brenda Gervais. There's a surprise. Best time of the year. Love this. I've had this for a while. And this is 18 count Cafe au Lait by Grace Notes Fabrics, and a combination
pretty.
of DMC and overdyed. And I had so much fun with this one. This was a quick stitch. The only thing I didn't do, am I even in the picture? Yep. Is put the red noses on. I thought the reindeer were fine without it.
I like it.
I don't know if the white's showing up as well,
Yeah,
but
it is.
absolutely love it. So
So amidst everything, final chemo, and you had a couple little speed bumps.
yeah.
Wedding, all the stuff leading up to the wedding, you managed to get quite a bit of stitching done.
I find that for me, chemo week, I have like 3 or 4 days that I don't stitch at all, but if I'm in a mood. And then I was doing Foxwood Crossing ornaments. So these are still mid-stage, they're not FFOs, but I did the 3 Santas from a pattern. And there is a video coming. Someone asked about a video on how I ink my, because mine is white on the back. I buy the white. And then a snowflake one.
So on how you ink the
How I
perforated
ink the paper. Yeah, see, I still don't finish my stuff.
It's okay.
And that will come, and I'm going to show you how I do everything, not just ink the paper. So that's it for my finishes.
Excellent. I had a lot of starts. It looked. You have a lot of bags sitting there. Is that all starts?
I have 4 starts. That's my starts and my whips. So yeah,
Okay.
I have.
On my BOSME that was called for, which we'll talk about, for November, was to stitch something from a punch needle primitive stitch magazine. And I looked through my stash and I chose out of this one. You'll see this. Many people, I'm sure you've seen this. Many people have stitched it. This is Winter Cardinal Etching
Who's that by?
by Heart and Hand.
Heart in Hand. I saw the picture, but I couldn't.
And this is what I have. And this is on a scrap piece of, I think it's vanilla. I could be wrong.
Vanilla
Be
latte?
Stitch Me 18 count. And I'm using a Classic Colorworks Cherry Cobbler
love
and
that
a Coloring Cotton Mahogany.
I love Cherry Cobbler.
Oh yeah,
That's
it's one of my
new faves.
favorites. So that's been fun, and I just kind of pick it up and put a few strands in here and there.
We'll have to pull out all of our Christmas magazines next year as we start figuring out Christmas, and then go
Yes.
through, because I
Sorry,
say
I have the itchy nose that happens.
it only happens when you start filming.
Right. And my BOSME was called to start Early Americans, and I've had this all kitted together for a long time, and when I went to pull it out to start it, I changed my mind on my fabric.
Of course.
Which is
you've already
great.
started stitching.
Right, I
already.
hadn't started stitching. I started with Betsy Ross, and I am doing, if you've ever seen them all together, I am doing them all together, and there are 9 of them. So I'm starting in an upper left hand. And I am doing this on, it's by Little House Needleworks. I'm doing it on Laurel Green Lugana. It's a 28 count.
It's not
so
green.
it's going to be It's not. It's going to be a little bit bigger. I'm using, you'll see, I'll talk about the border too. Let me
I was just going to
fold my
ask you,
blanket
is
here.
that the border that you got while you were in
Yes, and it is on Vonna Pfeiffer's
blog?
Twisted Sister blog. So I started, this is the block that I started, and this is the chimney to the house, and I've started, this border is from Vonna Pfeiffer. So she has some really nice, neat borders that she has created for some of these bigger pieces. She has a really cute one for Fall on the Farm too.
Will that one go, so this will go all the way at the top and the bottom, and those will go on the side on
Yep.
all of it? That's
Yep.
nice. That's really pretty.
So she does offer these up to stitchers for free. It's her creativity. She just asked that we give her, you know, give credit where credit is due for the designer, which is
Absolutely.
not unreasonable. I'm using all the called for colors, and I'm just gonna putter on it.
There you go.
I haven't really felt much like Americana stitching or patriotic stitching because I've been doing a lot of fall and Christmas thrown in, and for some reason Cornhusker State Stitchers they're doing a SAL hashtag Christmas Rules SAL, and it's the Christmas Rules stitch by Primrose Cottage Stitchers, or is it Stitches? And I was going through all of my Christmas stuff, and lo and behold, I didn't know I had the PDF.
I find, ironically, I have the PDF.
You have the PDF also?
Yeah.
Oh. So I decided, what the heck, I'm a couple of weeks past how Terry and Jamie have broken it up. If you're interested in that, go to their Flosstube and check that out.
I'm curious where you are. Oh, you just lost a thread. Nope.
It's hashtag Christmas Rules Sal, and that's been a lot of fun to see what everybody's doing. I am doing the called for DMC, and for mine, I gathered all my floss based on what was on the front of the PDF, and then when I got inside, they're all different.
Yes.
I don't know why. Why is that?
I don't know, but when you said that, I remembered that because I've been stitching this for over a year.
I don't even remember that. So I ended up,
Yeah, because these numbers are different.
I did all the called for, except I have switched out the brown stumps for the trees and that sort of thing. And I am doing mine on 18 count Zweigart. How do you say this?
Petty point?
P-E-T-I-T.
I think
But
it's
you say petty point?
I think it's petty point.
And I really like it. So I've done 3 sections, and they stitch up really quick. It's just really cute. I will admit that this fabric it's a little stiffer. That I don't have a problem with that.
I like that.
It hurts my fingers
Yes.
and my thumb. I feel like I'm constantly pushing that needle, and it's not just on the snowflakes where it's painted on. It's the whole fabric
What did you
itself.
put on here?
Oh, so I'm personalizing mine.
Yeah.
And I put Mom there. And the next one that we're doing is going down is hang your
Stocking.
stocking. And there's 5 stockings, and I'm gonna do Mom, Dad, Amy for our dog, and Grace and Justin over there. And if it doesn't fit, then I'm going to just use initials.
That's funny. Look at that.
I don't know. I just wanted to.
Because mine called on, since you're
Personalize
showing it, mine's on my BOSME board. And mine is done on blue.
That's so funny. I
Look,
totally didn't
look
know.
how wrinkled this is. I haven't pulled it out in forever.
It's okay.
So I'm working further down, and I don't know if I'm going to go up or down. Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo, she's doing these all as individual
Oh,
ornaments.
that's right. Have you watched her most recent video?
I'm not. I'm on 8.
Okay.
So
She talks about this a little bit.
so. Oh
So
look, I don't
there's
have to show
that.
And there is a
And-
sal on that.
Yes, I
Okay.
said it twice.
Chemo brain, real thing.
If
So.
you don't have chemo brain the same time I have menopause brain,
We're good.
we're good.
I want to know who spilled what on my project bag.
It was probably you. So it snowed 2 days ago,
I don't know
and
where to put this.
that meant that I had a new snow day stitch. And for us, which I watched a lot of Flosstube this week, and a lot of people are talking about how they heard us talk about a snow day stitch. For us, for me, it came through Jane of BOSME Boss Stitchers. So go watch them. They have a lot of great fun stuff.
Oh yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, and they're just awesome. Good friends of ours. So I thought, I want to have a snow day stitch. So started that last year, and this year.
And someone who doesn't get snow called it her precipitation stitch.
Right. And then Helen D, she's not about stitching when it's snowing, because she said she would stitch every single day in the winter, which she's probably not wrong.
Yeah. She does stitch every single day in the winters.
I know.
That one's so pretty.
So this will not get finished this year, I don't believe, but I had a great time with it. The blue flower, the color of winter.
That is so pretty. I don't remember you getting that.
I don't remember where I bought it, to be honest. I really don't.
She has some so
And it says the color of springtime is in the flowers, the color of winter is in the imagination.
Look at the little reindeer.
They're just so cute. If you take a look at that bird, so I did an upper left start, and you'll see it in a second. And look at that bird. But now look at it in real life.
So pretty. So pretty.
So this is what I got done.
He's bigger than he looks,
a little
too.
bit of sitting. Yep. And this I am using, it's hard to see, but it does have a purple hue to it.
You can kind of see it up top here a little.
Yeah. And this is Grace Notes Fabrics Sparkling Grape. And the threads are all on the bottom. I would put it up with it, and it's just so pretty. But there's a little bit of this darker purple thread somewhere in here.
That's so nice.
So I did that, which was a lot of fun. And
I know I texted you.
I don't
last
care
night,
if we
I'm like,
just get it. I didn't see the flurries.
It was just flurries, so by the time I texted you, it had stopped. It was
Well, I wanted to work. I started on a secret stitch. I wanted to get it done. And those are my starts.
Awesome.
I just have been everywhere mentally.
Yeah. So I'm still doing ornaments. Let's see. I had 2 this week.
Anything to do with the sled?
Yeah. All things to do with the sled. This is out of
cute.
the...
Is that the birds?
Nope. This is the
Oh, snow people.
Snow Grateful. Foxwood Crossings.
Aw.
I want to do them all.
I
have
like that
so
bald
many.
snowman.
So that is this bald snowman.
So cute.
And that is him. I didn't realize it was a bird in the picture until I started stitching. I'm like, what is this red? You know, it just kind of comes together. And then last night I did this one. I started it after supper, and a couple hours later I had it done. It's really
Remember
it's so
Eliza
pretty.
Doolittle had a bird land on her head when she was in the courtyard selling. Did you ever watch My Fair Lady?
No.
Oh.
I'm also the person who's
need
never
to
seen a
watch
Christmas
that.
Story. So
Oh.
remember that text message?
Yes, I remember that.
In my Como Stitches bag. So.
She does a good job.
And
Go check her out on Instagram.
Yep.
Jess at Como Stitches.
And
Doing some
then
good stuff.
I had a day that I couldn't decide what to stitch, so I stitched all the things, started all the things. This is December Dance.
She's bringing her boobs out again.
Yep, these are my red-footed boobies. And Lindy Stitches. And this is on 16 count Picture This Plus Glacier. Oh. And you can't tell anything, but that's
The
part,
belly.
That's part of that. Yep, that's upright. Part of 2 birds. So not much to see, but I love this color.
I like that fabric too.
Yeah.
What did you say it was?
Picture This Plus Glacier.
I like that. It's very nice.
So brought out the red-footed boobies. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I want to do something fun with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you did. Oh, with that one?
Yeah.
Because you made a needle book or
Yep.
thread bed or something.
This is Heart and Hands Christmas
These are so
Tiny
cute.
Town.
I want to do these someday.
And I have a little white box that I got from Michael's that I want to put on my table. So I'm itching to get this done. And I am so close. Oh, whoops. There's my scissors stuck to it. well, you'll have to take him in the hoop, so I could take it out.
That's so pretty. I like that fabric too.
And this is 18 count cotton, color and cotton sandstone. And I'm just using the DMC. And this was my chemo stitch. I did this during treatments. And it's funny because, like I said, I didn't notice the word joy because I work off a copy, a working copy.
Right.
So it's black and white. And I'm like, what am I stitching? And then it comes together. So there'll be a tree in this house. And then I've got the skinny house and another house and I'm done. So
That's a reindeer or something.
Yep. It's a reindeer hide. I'm assuming that's a stable.
Oh, probably.
So,
So cute.
yeah. The only one that doesn't really float my boat is the spring one.
The spring bloom,
But
Bloomtown. Or,
it might when I get them on the box.
when it's springtime, you might like it.
That's true.
I'm very seasonal like that. I'm seasonal
So-
like that with my eating and my cooking.
Yeah. Missy asked me if I was in the mood to bake. She saw all my Facebook posts and I was
know.
just sharing. This is Be of Good Cheer. No. Is it Be of Good Cheer?
No,
Joy and
you
Good
keep calling it that.
Joy and Good Cheer. And I only have my working copy. So
I'm
you
sure
guys
I'll
have,
show the pattern in
you
a
guys have
second.
all seen it. Brenda Gervais. This is on 18 count Mind Blowing by Fortnite Fabrics.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And all I have done is part of the house.
And this is hashtag Joy and Good Cheer Sal.
There's no and in there.
No, Joy Good Cheer Sal. Thank you, Holly, for creating that.
Yep.
Go
yeah.
check out the hashtag, and it's just really neat to see
There's
what people are doing.
There's a ton of people
There's
doing
lots
it.
of people
but,
doing it. But
hobbies.
Hoopy Hop.
Nope, that's not Holly.
Oh, our Holly is Hobbies of Holly.
And then TM Stitches and Teresa McMath.
There's all
And
kinds of people.
yeah.
Chris is going to be. Right, Chris?
She told me I was a temptress.
That's right.
So
That's right.
and that's it for my starts. Just those
Excellent.
4. So I'm really lacking of a space to put things.
You're doing really good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're only 27 minutes in.
I know. Whips. I have a couple. A lot of my,
I have a lot.
like a couple of my finishes were starts and finish. I'm just everywhere. I'm just
Yep.
everywhere. Okay, so, oh, I forgot to bring that piece again. I've been so slack in forgetting to bring a piece. I was in a swap with Stitching with Sandy, and she's out in California, and she coordinates some swaps, and I did a fall swap. She was my person, and if you check out her Flosstube, a few back, she stitched some really big and finished big acorns.
Yeah, they were gorgeous.
With the wool topping. I got one of those, and she made this bag and sent it.
She must be a saint.
And I
She's a kindergarten
absolutely
teacher.
love it.
Not me.
I remember subbing in those days.
Yeah, we won't
So-
talk about my experience with subbing.
Yeah. So I have, we'll talk about this in a minute, but I switched out something on my BOSME board. I had on there twice to stitch 5 days each, One Nation by Twin Peak Primitive, and I am just not feeling it. It's patriotic, and I don't want to do patriotic, so I switched it out for, you'll be happy to hear this, ladies, out there in Minnesota. I switched this out for Stacy Nash Primitives, House of Berries, Chapel Road, Turkey Hollow Farm. I am never going to beat Justine and Shelley.
Well, doesn't Justine have the barn done?
She's the holdout. Sandbagger is what we call it.
That's right, yeah.
And I'm doing this on a piece of, it's very wrinkly, I just took it out of the thing. On a piece of 18 count needle and flax dirty teacup, I'm doing this 1/1.
That is so pretty.
And I've really been focusing on, I don't remember even where I was, but I framed up the house
I think you just had a roof.
and I stitched up the roof. I just filled that roof in, did the windows, filled the door in, going back up to the sign. I'm puttering, I'm trying to do a page at a time. So I'm working on whatever's on that page.
That's awesome.
Bringing the fence across. I'm using all the called for on this. And I mean, this is, yeah, that's a big house, but it just goes so nicely. So nicely.
And same thing. Your board, your rules.
Yep. So I decided to change it, and I feel like it was an even swap, and I'm good with it. And I'm still behind. I've only done, well, I think I did one. I've done one 5-day block.
Well, it's funny you say behind because Alicia
But it
said,
really isn't behind, right?
she said a few videos that, oh, Kathy started Be Ye Thankful, now I'm behind. And she finished hers, and I'm like, I haven't done
Now
much.
she's behind.
I'm behind.
And for my BOSME also was called to work on
There you go.
4th block. And this is also another Sal. Hashtag Block Party Sal with OG Stitchery, Candace K, and Crystal Rowe, I think are the 3.
Yep. That's funny. I worked on mine too.
I brought this out. It's on 25 count mushroom lagana. And I originally had, so I'm working on going around the block. I originally just had this done. And I was able to do that. This stitches up
That house is cute.
Nicely. I really do like this. And now I'm working on
is this part of the eagle?
Yeah. He's big. He's a big boy. So that was a lot of fun. And I put it away. I met my goal for that, and I really have been wanting to stitch other things. Oh, that's my working copy. So those are my whips.
Awesome. I was also all over the board. On my BOSME board, I pulled out Winter Rose Manor.
Yay.
And I think I had part of this done when we filmed last. So you guys have all seen it. I'm not going to take it out of my hoop and all my things. But
It's coming along nice.
I did the fence and I started the border. That flower indicates I started the border.
Good.
So I'm going to go back and forth. I haven't stitched in the house. A thread here, a thread there, a thread there. So that was fun to, I like doing that one. I forget how much you like certain patterns.
Right. I was looking through my, I don't know, did I bring them with me? My books. I like to keep these, the Cross Stitch Journal by It's So Emma. And so I have 2 of them for this year because I filled this one. And I was looking back today and I thought, oh, I need to get back to Mary Ann Aldred Sampler. And
Oh, yeah.
so,
Yeah.
after
Maybe the end of the
Christmas.
year we'll do a whip parade or something, or the beginning of the year.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't have tons.
This is my Be Ye Thankful. This is also in my Como bag. And I do have, just so everyone, I know everyone's seen it because like I said, I'm so far behind, it's, I'm first.
It's okay. Be
And-
thankful. So far behind. And you like the lap car and the leaders coming.
That's right. So, I was doing this at chemo one day, pick a chemo, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm working on a really big house." Because she said, "That's your stitching." It's funny because they don't forget you. And she's like, "Did you bring your stitching this time?" And then when I got done, I said, "Oh, I got the roof done." She said, "I'm glad I know what you're talking about because that just sounds weird that you're sitting there." So I got the house done. And I'm working on the words and I'm bouncing around. I think it'll go quick once I get back to it now that the house is done.
The house was the beast of, if you want to call it that. It was really the...
And I filled in the
part.
windows. So...
Did you use a roof color or the
I
acorn?
think it's the acorn color.
Yeah.
I had to change out a color. I think it's the acorn, which is the same as the steps.
Yeah.
So that one's done. And I don't...
Excellent.
See, that one was not on my BOSME board because that was prior to... This one was. This is my...
Oh, shoot. I thought you were done your whips.
Oh, no, I got 4. This is my... I call him my Jolly Ornament. This is Thistles. Oh, I do have it right here. 12 Weeks to Christmas pattern.
This is one of those that it's hard to judge the actual project based on the picture.
Yeah,
Because it really does look different.
I'm doing that penguin, and he is much, much bigger in person than he looks. I thought, oh, I'm just going to finish him. Yeah, he's much bigger.
Is his whole belly white?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
no,
holding
he's
a tree,
holding
though.
a tree. Yeah. So I don't know how I'll finish him. And he's got reindeer antlers, which is really cute. So he
That
takes
is
a
cute.
lot of black. A lot of black. And I'm not going to put the word jolly next to his name. So
Next to his name.
next to his body. Shh. Look, I can't even get it back in the bag. And my last one is my block party. And nope, I lied. And I think I messed up because I am doing 25th block, but I am doing it long. And I think I realized that where I started, because this is just, a row of the same darn
I told you would say that.
reindeer.
One at a time.
Over and over and over. But I started with this one and I named him Vixen. Well, I didn't. I went on the pattern from the middle and I think they're going to be out of order.
I think you're going to have to pick out Vixen and put your names in after.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Dasher is going to be in the beginning. I think he's going to be...
No, because it's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen.
So, yeah. Because they go around in a
So
circle.
that's all
it
you
doesn't-
need to do, right? Is just unpick the Vixen
But I don't know if...
and then put your names in later.
But I don't know if there's more space.
I would just wait. I would unpick it and do it.
So, but that is where I'm at. Each reindeer looks alike. Oh, nope, their heads turn.
Yep, their heads are different. Some of them are face on too.
Yep.
Well,
And then
that'll help you change it up a little.
And then I'm adding an extra reindeer for Rudolph.
For Rudolph. So you're just going to choose whichever reindeer you like best for the position.
Or whichever. Oh, where'd that come from? Ooh, well. Or whichever one is next in the rotation.
Got it.
And my last one is my Snow Day stitch.
This is so cute.
And I
Someone
started.
was doing this 1/1. I don't remember who it was.
I started this for World Cross Stitch Day, and then it became my Snow Day stitch. This is Give Greatly
So cute.
by Silver Creek
You
Samplers.
like the things with a lot of white.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. As I was cursing it because there was a whole lot of white. But it was snowing, and I actually got a lot done.
Cute.
I did.
He's got a big nose.
He does. I know, everyone's great and they hide their threads. Not me, I just leave them out
No,
there.
you're fine.
So I got all of the hat, the brim, and I outlined his face, and I'm starting on his nose.
I just love the colors.
Yeah, it's just
It's
so
subtle.
It's fun. It's just,
Yeah, it's so pretty.
and I didn't realize I was skipping stitches as I was counting out that it made snowflakes because I just look at the pattern.
Yeah.
So it's really fun. It's actually goes much quicker.
Nice.
So I'll add the eyes and the mouth,
Excuse me.
and then I'll fill in the white. And then his belly really doesn't have all that much white. I'm not going to put my initials once you
Right.
put everything in. So those are my whips.
Nice.
We're going to be picking them up off the floor for a week.
I know. We had this time we had a lot of project bags and a lot less purchasing.
So, BOSME.
BOSME. So BOSME is our take on Whip Go by Jessie Marie Does Stuff.
Yep.
And you can find a Facebook page on that too. It basically is a bingo board that you create. And I think the initial inception of it for Jessie Marie was to get rotating your whips that you have. Because lots of people have lots of whips.
We have lots of whips.
Yeah. Not like some, though.
No.
I don't have a lot like some. So we decided with our friends, Chris and Jane from the Boss Stitchers, that let's just do this together. And it's now going to morph, and we've got a few people who'd like to join in playing because we add different things. And what it also has created is like a small group of let's chat about this, which is really nice too.
Yep.
So the numbers that were called for me was to do 3 days on Block Party, which I did. This is for November. Stitch from a Punch Needle Primitive Stitch magazine, which I did. No spending for 7 days. Had that on there twice. I was worried it was going to get called at the same time. I actually went 12 days.
You would have almost made it if it had been called twice.
I went 12 days. My husband said that I can just add those up, though. Like, I only owe it 2 days now, when my next one's called.
I told you to pick and choose. If you
But
bought
I
today
like the
and you didn't buy
challenge of-
tomorrow, then tomorrow is day one.
So I mean, maybe that's why I stitched so much, because I wasn't online spending.
He went on vacation though.
Right, but did I buy any? I don't think I bought
No, you
any.
bought Christmas presents.
I was Christmas shopping. So I did do that. I have a
You have a bingo.
I have a bingo.
You have 2 bingos.
Oh, I have 2 bingos. And so what I have not done is I have not finished my second call of now Turkey Hollow Farm for 5 days. Sewing project I had on there twice. I cut out 23 project bags yesterday. Wow. Technically the fabric didn't hit the machine yet, but it was a sewing project.
That works for me.
So I met one of those. I need to finish a berry, and I have others that haven't been called yet. So
you're doing great.
I'm actually doing pretty good. When we start again in January, we're doing a full calendar. So
we're going to be doing 2 instead of 4.
Right, and I'll make these a little bit different. So like instead of like 3 days on block party. I'm tired.
That's not being edited either.
On block party. Yeah, because do you know how to edit?
I do know how to edit,
Oh,
but
good.
I'm not taking it out.
So funny. You know, I've just increased that. So maybe instead of like 10 days on a big 5 days on a big project, I do 10 days at one time.
Because you have the whole month.
Right.
Something that we were talking about with this is that we put on things that aren't necessarily whips. Like one of mine for November was clean my craft room. Mm-hmm. Well, my craft room looks like a bomb went off because.
And you also had to organize your DMC floss.
Yep. Because I had a project on there for August, which was First Winds of Autumn. I called it the Big Berry from Blackbird. When I pulled it back out, I found 2 major errors, and I can't figure out where they started. So I pulled that. That is now a UFO. I've unkitted it.
Unfinished object.
Yep. But because it's my board and my rules, I filled it in with finished chemo. So yay.
Perfect. Perfect.
But I had for November the Nativity, which I can't wait to get back to this one. This is by Crochet A Go-Go.
I like this too.
And
it's the time to do it.
it is, and I think I have the.
Ashley likes this too, doesn't she?
She does. Yep. Huh. A sticky note that says Yellowstone, but I don't know what that is. Oh, maybe that's the.
11/29.
That's when I started it last year.
Oh, okay.
So it's a bad working copy, but I love it.
Well, it was a PDF. This is a
PDF. Yeah. Crochet A Go-Go. You can buy hard copies, but I buy the PDFs. And they actually come, I guess you call it copyright protected.
Yes, they put your name or something on it, right?
Yep. Can you see it? It has my name and my address right across the middle of it. You can barely see it, but.
Right.
So I'm working on this. And I can, well, you can't see a whole lot. Once again, maybe yellow.
This fabric is beautiful. Maybe that's the name of the fabric.
It could be because I misjudged when
you don't watch Yellowstone.
No. And I misjudged this when
No.
I ordered it.
Hey, Karen. I don't mean that like, don't be a Karen. Her mother, Karen, would say that.
I misjudged the size and ordered a half yard from Garon when I realized I needed, just a little bit.
But it's really pretty.
It's gorgeous.
And you could prim it too if you wanted to.
Yep. So use your imagination as to what's in the middle of that hoop, under that hoop.
That's baby Jesus.
You
cut his face off.
I did.
Poor boy.
So.
I love it.
I love it. I just.
Something about that red on that yellow is just stunning.
And it calls for I think I subbed in a toile.
You did, and for
their halos.
Why does that wise man get a halo?
That's Joseph and Mary.
Oh.
I'm like, I haven't gotten to the wise men yet. They all have stripes.
It's been a while since we've done this. I feel like we're brand new again.
So I'm going to keep my sticky note because I don't know what it means.
I bet that's the name of that fabric.
I think so. So that was called and FFO something, which I already did. Clean my craft room, which hasn't happened yet. And then Christmas rules, which is what we talked about before. I have one more section. So I have a bingo. I almost have,
Jolly Ornament.
yep, and work on a wool project.
Yeah.
And so what I have for December is a Holly Jolly Berry. Go figure. I started that a year ago and it's yay big. FFO something, which I already have done. Women of the Mayflower, and make project bags, which I have a bunch cut out too. So
How close are you on Women of the Mayflower to...
I have...
Are they getting close to the mainland?
They're getting much closer, yeah.
Okay.
What was it? It took 80 some odd days and I've been 2 years.
Okay.
So there's my BOSME board. It's been fun. I like adding things that, like I said, that aren't whips.
Yeah.
I just like it because it breaks things up and, you know, new starts, make project bags. So that's where we are. Yeah, so if you want more information, let us know. It's fun.
Yeah, or go to the Jessie Marie Does Stuff Flosstube. Go to the Facebook page WIPGO.
Yep.
Just WIPGO, and learn about it there. It's a great community that supports all of that, and they're tossing around ideas all the time. And
right, and I think she has a video specifically on WIPGO if you look at her video list.
Yeah.
So, Flosstube Buddy, is that where we're at?
Yeah, we have 2 this time.
That's Goose.
Sorry, Teresa.
So one of them is Teresa McMath. She's put out 3. So I'm up to 2. I've watched the first 2. It's Garden Goose Stitcher.
The Garden Goose.
The
Stitcher.
Garden, that's right. I didn't have any problem when I put it in there. It came right up.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. She was a little sneaky because she put her first video out, and we met Teresa at StitchCon.
Yep.
And then her and I chatted a little bit back and forth. They, her husband's, they are retired military because the spouse that's all part of it in my book. And so thank you all and your son for your service and what that means to the whole family.
Oh, absolutely.
They're from Michigan, and so he's retired recently within a year or so. And they have like a farm, they're homesteaders. So we would talk back and forth based on what she was putting on her stories for homesteading and canning and gardening. Mike and I did
a little of everything.
A little bit of that, and it was just fun. And
I loved her video of her trying to corral the geese to get in front of the garden so she could take a picture.
Yeah. So she is fun and fresh and delightful and fresh to watch, and she got a little freshness about her too, which I love.
And she said she posted the video and didn't tell anybody.
Right.
And
surprised anyone found it.
Yeah. Well, we talk. So yeah, go check her out.
Love
She's
her.
awesome.
Check her out. And the other one is a gal by the name of Janet. She lives in Massachusetts, and her floss tube is titled Stitched in Hand.
Yeah, I haven't seen her yet.
And she just does some beautiful stitching also. I don't know if she watches us, but Janet, if you do watch us, I need to know where you're from, because you sound like you are in the Acushnet, Fall River, New Bedford area to me. And I say that because we have a lot of family friends who are from that area.
So we need to talk, yeah.
I'm like, that all sounds familiar. You know, some states have regional dialects.
Yeah.
I could be totally off base. But she's a lot of fun also to watch, and just love the stuff that she's stitching. Just love it.
Awesome.
So we had 2 for you this time.
2, yeah.
You know, it's been a month, and we found some others also, and all that kind of stuff, and
yeah.
So
I've been binge watching this week, so
yeah,
this was. I was actually binge watching when you came in, so
you were.
Giveaway. We had a couple of giveaways. I know it's been 5 weeks, you know, but so we had Merry Christmas.
Rain Jude
for that one.
Won this one. Rain Jude. And then
Peace by Lizzie Kate. Peace was the word.
Yep. Arlene Curry.
So drop us an email, twoneedlespullingthread@gmail.com.
Yep.
and give us your address. And
we'll get this right out to
if your YouTube name is different than what we've called out,
let us know.
Let us know. We'll get those mailed out. But we want to thank everybody because
Yes.
4,000. We have 4,000 subscribers. So I remember that very first weekend sitting there looking. We got 5.
It's bizarre. It's so
humbling
bizarre.
and bizarre.
Our kids are like, what? And wow.
Yeah. So both of our girls are now tech support. So
yeah. You'll see some things coming here in a little bit.
Year, yeah.
Yeah.
So
in a little bit.
So we are going to
So it's just, it's a time for us to say thank you because we're on here talking about all our crazy stuff, our life, and you followed our journeys, our ups and our downs, and so many of you have followed our girls, and that's very sweet of you.
Yeah.
And as much as I love to sit in my living room and watch people on my TV and talk about thread and, as people say, coloring with thread on fabric, mentally I don't associate that with myself at the same time.
Yep.
But we just so appreciate, and I can't even tell you, I've mentioned this to several of our friends. They're new friends within the last, we've been doing this, 10, 11 months.
Yeah.
Just the people that have been brought into our lives through this. Just good people. Yeah. That good people that you don't have to be attached to each other 24/7. They care about you, you care about them, you have this common bond and interest, and even our spouses are like, so how's so-and-so's grandson doing? Or, what are the Boston girls up to? And I know the Boston girls mean Jane and Chris, and it's just amazing and so much fun.
And when our phones go off, ding, ding, which you may have heard them vibrate, ding, 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 they'll say which group is texting now.
So that's just amazing. So because of that, we want to honor our subscribers. So you do need to be a subscriber. What we're going to do the next time we film based on this video's comments. Yep. We are taking a cue from our good friends Jenny and Nancy from Bougie Stitchers, who recently also
hit
4,000. Congratulations on that. We're going to do random comment picker. There's not any game, anything like that.
No words.
As long as you are a subscriber of our Flosstube channel, we haven't decided how many.
No, we haven't decided. Okay. So we're just gonna, when the time comes.
We have not decided how many we're doing yet. It'll be a minimum of 2.
Yes.
And we will send you one of the project bags that we make. So that's something that we've made, and it will be a random bag. And
made with love. Yep. So
not perfection, but lots of love.
We do have a lot of people who watch that aren't subscribers. So now is the time to hit that button.
Yep.
We like to check out analytics. I don't know a lot about it.
I like that stuff because I'm a numbers girl.
You are.
I don't really care. How do I want to say that? I'm more interested in the numbers and the graphs than I am in what happened to
right.
Why did our number go down? That's not what I'm talking about.
Teresa's husband, his love language is Excel spreadsheets.
Yes,
I thought of you
me
instantly.
too.
But yeah, we do have a lot of people who watch, which we love. But hit that bell and take a chance.
You might get a bag.
Yep,
you might get something fun.
So, but we appreciate it. We do appreciate all of our subscribers and all the people who watch. So, I wrote this on there on mine. Do we want to?
I just wrote that.
Oh my word.
Okay, so let's talk about haul and let's talk about it in our plans.
Okay, yeah, that's. Oh yeah. Hey, yeah. Let's just move on.
It's okay.
Haul. Do you want me to go first, or you want to go first? All right. So.
Who has the least amount this time?
Mine's not bad.
You have more than I do. I think.
So my hubby bought me this because I kept waiting and waiting and waiting and cursing the mailman, and
because our mail is a good guy though.
And
how big that is.
My subscription ran out with the ornament issue, so
I wanted to talk about that. Really
there is quite a few in here that I just think are adorable. I know one that you particularly love, and you absolutely can. Look at that little turkey.
Aww.
But that wasn't what
it's
I was
like a patchwork quilt.
But hold on. should have flagged it.
It's okay.
Right here. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it on this page. Look at that.
I do love that.
I heard that kid is pretty. I heard that new kid is a pretty big deal.
I definitely want to do
Those
that.
top two are my favorite from the book.
And when you were sending me
Pictures.
I was like, she's going to do the cocoa one.
Yep. So, yeah, I'll let you take that and peek at.
Oh,
I did not
thank
sniff
you.
it. You guys would be proud of me.
Oh, good.
So, Stash Unload.
It smells good.
I don't think I even
Oh,
showed you.
you've been visiting Stash Unload. Ooh, that's cool.
Isn't that cute? This is Needlework
love it.
Press. And it's a time to stitch.
I love it.
And I think I might put it in my craft room when I ever get to it.
Yep.
I found it. It was like $2. I mean, it was cheap. I have, see if I can find it real quick as I waste time. Oh, photos, because it's way at the beginning. No.
That's my kids.
That's your kids.
Which I am anxiously waiting my other two kids to get home from their honeymoon because I cannot wait to see the rest of their wedding
No
pictures.
kidding.
Can I just tell you, our girls had the most phenomenal photographer. She just, what a sweet girl.
And she had a
Hometown
birthday.
girl. And I know she doesn't watch this or even know about this, but anyway.
So I've eyeballed this.
Oh, that's
I had seen this, and I have this
You
pattern.
stitched that, didn't you?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
But as I was at Walmart the other day,
Oh,
I think these will be the right size.
I think you're right.
So I grabbed the letters, S, N, and W. They were 94 cents,
Cool.
$1.24.
Spray paint those things or
Yep.
paint them or...
So I thought that was cute.
I do like that. You can mount it to a board?
Yep.
Love it.
Got this at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, that's cute.
I thought I could mount something on it.
Sure.
Dollar Tree my butt, because it cost me $30 by the time I got out of there.
I have a couple of these
This
too.
is just an ornament from the Target Dollar Spot.
Our new Target's
We have a new
open.
Target. It
I went
opened-
4 times in the first week. Don't ask me how much money I spent.
Ashley took me to Target. She held up the phone and took me all through the store, and then 2 days later, the next day, took me to Target and then videotaped my face walking through the door.
It's so funny.
So this came from the Dollar Spot, but it has a little, is that an easel type?
Yeah, it's like
thing.
a plate.
They were
holder or
$3.
whatever it's called.
So I'm gonna do a finish on that.
Yep.
I placed an order from 123
you got
Stitch.
that in.
I got a Pine Mountain pillow. Oh, that was the pattern. Sorry, that was bad. Don't tell. So
It's okay.
I can't show.
Oh, they didn't send you a picture of it.
No, it's on the
So
front.
what's it say?
Girlfriends, laughter,
Fun
fun
times.
times.
I like it.
I like the
You
fabric.
need to do the crown in a toile.
Oh yeah. I just thought
I
I'd
love
jump
a
on the
toile.
bandwagon. Thank you, Chris, for that one.
Took her a while, but we got her reeled in, Chris.
Crochet a Go-Go again.
Shocker. Ooh, I
love
like
this.
those.
These are so cute.
Those are adorable.
I love them all.
I do too.
So,
Could do any kind of colorway you wanted.
yep.
I mean, I like that, but
So this is probably, the bell is probably my least favorite, but I might even change it up and do like a silver or,
oh, sure.
and then because I could, I was sitting at chemo, my last chemo, and this came up on Stash Unload. And I
Got a
said,
picture. Should I? Yes.
Yep. So Missy, I said, should I? She said, yep. I'm like, okay. I had it 2 days later.
Oh, nice.
But she threw in Cousin Drury.
Ah,
I have already stitched this, so this will go in our giveaway.
yep.
He's so cute. No nose, but you can put a pom-pom or anything
sure.
on there. I don't remember doing the crow. I stitched him like 3 times. So,
Because you had to or you wanted to?
because I wanted to.
Oh, okay.
This also came from Stash Unload. Missy had bought me
That's so cute.
one of the Santa ornaments from Homespun Elegance, and I found this one. It says list. It's Santa holding a list. It says linen, floss, time to stitch. And I just absolutely had to have it. There was no hesitating on this one. Absolutely love it.
I do too.
And this is from 2008.
So cute.
I might brighten it a little bit.
Yeah.
But, And then I wanted to share this. This came from Fat Quarter Shop. And I don't know why. I've seen it and seen it and seen it. And I've printed it off. And it's so cute. I wanted to share it. It's free on their website.
I've seen several people
doing
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And doing it different ways.
I just love it. So Fat Quarter Shop. It's called Christmas Time. Mystery Stitch Along. And it's all released. It's free. So go check them out. And the last thing I have, this is from Old Soul Stitcher. So for all of you guys who don't know who that is, Tiffany, her daughter is undergoing some pretty harsh testing, and I can't imagine.
So they're stitching with the twins.
Yep.
And they've had some things going on in their family with health-wise with one of the twins, so they haven't filmed recently. But they have been traveling to Tennessee, Virginia for treatment. And the girls decided, I cannot tell you what the name of her diagnosis is. It's I don't know
long
either.
and
Old Soul Stitcher.
She kudos
right?
because I can't even imagine being a child and going through all these tests.
And they're just such great kids.
Yeah. And her twin sister is right by her side, being her. So the girls were making scissor fobs
to kind of offset costs.
Yep. And they are absolutely gorgeous.
Entrepreneurial. Love it.
They're so pretty.
So the funny thing is, Tiffany, if you're watching this, I bought the two.
I didn't know she bought the two.
And was going to give Kathy one.
I bought two.
I still want them.
I bought two. Was going to give Missy one. I'm going to now give Ashley one. So, but keep them in your thoughts and your prayers. I know that she went back this week for another test.
Yeah, they were there all week.
So, we're thinking of you guys, and always love a good scissor fob. So.
I know.
That's my haul. Do you want to do your haul and then I'll do Stitchy Kindness, or do you want me to keep?
Yep, I'll just do this real quick.
Okay.
So I am in the Color and Cotton Primitive Neutrals 5 Skeins Thread Club.
Oh, those are so pretty.
These, I just can't get over what they're doing with these now. So this is Hickory Stick.
It's a little more brown. It's showing a little blacker.
It is. Reindeer.
Oh, look at the variegation.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Tree Lot. Wow. Love it. I was looking for a green the other day for something. I can't remember what now.
This is the problem with waiting 5 weeks is our stuff goes in our bin.
Drummers Drumming.
That's
we don't have to, but I would love to show it in case people were interested in trying to get in the club if they had openings. Woolen Mittens.
Oh, so pretty.
I just love it. So nice. So I got those.
I'll stuff them back in for you.
Okay. And I was on Etsy, and I've looked at this a few times. I probably will not start this year, but I really wanted this. Samplers and Primitives, Mayflower, A New Beginning, and it says the story of the people that built America. On 19 November 1620, they sighted land. Together they found the Plymouth Colony. Mayflower Landing, 1620, A New Beginning. And I really like this.
So does that mean if I finish my Mayflower in November, I'm good?
Yes. And I will restitch the word Plymouth to be its original spelling, Plimoth, because I feel like
that's original.
I'm authentic about that. And I placed a small order before my spending freeze with Justine at Welcome Stitchery, because I'm enjoying Turkey Hollow Farm so much. I had to get Christmas at Hollyberry Farm.
Oh, that was pretty.
And the big old
Have you seen her 2022 ornament?
No.
Oh,
I got all the floss here and there and everywhere. I'm missing mulberry, I think is what I have a note for. Maybe I got all of these from Justine and she didn't have mulberry. That may have been the thing. And I've been gathering these Little House Needleworks. They're petites.
Those are cute.
So I have fall and Thanksgiving, and I got the winter ones.
Those are adorable.
Which I love these.
And they're made on tags.
That finishing, I'm pointing to this. The finishing is Starry Nights Studio on Etsy.
Oh, Alyssa.
Starry Nights Studio.
She has a lot of really nice wooden stuff.
She has flat folds that are all done.
All you do is put your
Just
stuff
order
on
it. They're just beautiful.
You pick, I mean, she has it all done with fabric and the whole 9 yards.
What got me placing an order actually was because I saw this. Saw this somewhere online. I don't know. And I was like, I need this. All Dolled Up by Little House Needleworks. This is, I don't know, 2010.
So cute.
And I just love it.
Look at the big rickrack.
I love it. I may not get this stitched before Christmas this year, but I have it all ready to go. And maybe I'll start it and I'll talk about that kind of thing.
We could do
my
Thanksgiving
plans.
Day or
Anything. And I got, and you have this too.
Yeah.
Too, right?
Yeah.
So I got
That's why I asked if you had seen.
Justine's Happy Holidays 2021.
This was her 2021
Thank you.
ornament.
So cute. And this is by,
Carol Manning Designs.
thank you. And I have, I'm behind on her Welcome Wednesday videos and all of that. So when I get caught up on that, I'll get to see what her 2022 looks like.
Gorgeous.
And
I'm
sure
actually
gonna
getting
have to order.
I'm gonna have to order.
Who did that one? Who was the designer for that?
Heart and Hand?
Oh, I'm done.
Is that it?
Yes, I do have another little Etsy thing I bought, but it is a secret stitch for my kiddos. And while I don't think they even watch, I'm not going to show it.
I'm not gonna take a chance.
Nope.
All right. I had some stitchy kindness. This one, I had a designer reach out to me. I
forgot about that.
believe she is. I don't even dare.
Natalia or Hova.
Yeah, and it's LKA Cross. And isn't he cute?
He is so
She
cute.
reached out
very
and
proud
asked
of
if
him,
we were interested in a chart, and she sent this chart to me and asked us to show it, and I just think he's so cute. It's Maine. It's so Maine. And I show the top so you can see she has an Etsy shop. I believe,
Christmas bullfinch?
yeah,
No,
I don't know.
that must be,
I don't know if it's Russian, if it's...
I think it's Ukraine. I don't know. We don't know where she's from, but
because I can't read. But
well, you can read.
I can
just
read. I
can't
can't read that language. But I do like that she has her third page, and her DMC is not only on the second page does she have the symbols with the numbers. On the third page, she has her DMC numbers in numerical order.
Oh, I like that too.
Because when you're going to grab, you hate bouncing all over the place.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because that's how we store our floss.
So thank you for that. I'm gonna wait on this one for a minute. So my Maine girls, I had said prior to that my Maine girls surprised me with a little package every week that I had chemo. And this came from Jan. She had given me, now the candy didn't make it. So some finishing fabric and some Halloween floss and some candy, and look at that little
Grace
pillow.
just texted me her Christmas list.
Oh, jeez.
You know adult kids are boring.
I know. Look at that little pillow.
Oh my gosh. Have I seen this?
No.
I love it.
Feel how stiff he is. He is. She packed him
did
full.
so good.
Jan, thank you so
I
much.
am not
I
patient.
love it.
What is your secret?
We'll have to ask when we go to.
Stuff,
Yeah.
and stuff?
Isn't he cute? And I love the variegated floss.
I do too. How beautiful.
Love that. So, and then, like I said, whoops, all the candy, there was candy, and I think you can see it right there. There's a little coffee coaster.
Oh,
It says
cute.
coffee brewed for friends, sipped for pleasure, and enjoyed by all.
I like that.
And this beautiful card, this came from Wendy. That is true.
Is that
Maine.
her picture?
It's
she
a
took that
photo. I
picture.
don't know. And she sent me some sulky thread, and this was just because it looked like cross stitch. Merry
does.
Christmas
I like
ribbon, And then this is Let Us Be Truly Thankful by Heartstring Samplery.
Oh, that's so pretty.
It is so gorgeous. And I'm going to put that right behind us. I absolutely love it.
Squirrel.
And then the little backing finish. So thank you
pretty.
so much for that.
These good girls.
Yeah. And then I got a little package from Tracy, OG Stitchery.
Hi, Tracy. If you're not familiar, she has a Flosstube also.
Yep.
OG Stitchery. But she felt like that's how Manor's wave.
Yeah,
So
like
we have to do that every
like
time.
Jeep people have their wave.
Yeah, I want to
So she sent me a little birthday.
So not cool like that.
Some stockings.
Aww.
Love them. And some beads.
She's been doing amazing.
Whoops.
Those are cute, but she's been doing some amazing work with.
Look at this. This is a little witch's hat.
Aw, that's sweet.
She does. She's for never doing them before. They're absolutely gorgeous. I don't even dare do the whole multi.
That's
and this one says "Boo to You." See if I can get it so you can see it.
That's so pretty.
So pretty. And then this kind of blew me away because this is a commemorative song booklet from 1979 of Mary Poppins.
How old were you?
I was 8. But Mary Poppins is my thing.
She's your
And
girl.
it's all the songs.
That's so fun.
So awesome. I was blown away.
What a sweet gift.
And so that will definitely go in my collection.
Yep.
So that came from Tracy. I was in a swap with, this was our hashtag ornament exchange sale with Como Stitchers and Alicia from the Fanciful Flamingo. And I had Chantel 141. 141? Yes. And she had me. I didn't know that. So when I got my swap, I was
She's doing some fun stuff too. You need to
kind
check
of
her out.
blown away because it's like she really knew me. So she sent me some finishing boards and ornaments and all of those.
Is that one attached?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. A couple of thread keeps, and this is so you'll understand why it's like she knew me. Practically perfect in every way.
So
and some bamboo thread.
I think she's doing mystery finish boxes.
She is doing mystery finish boxes. She also shows how you can paint some of her things on her. She has
so
a
make
Facebook
sure you
page.
go to her Instagram, which we'll link you to, and it's
Chantel 141.
right. Okay.
And then there's this one, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. She made me a couple of needle minders, and she said these were specifically made for me, so she can do custom.
So cool.
And this little
Magnetic
magnetic board, yeah. And then one of her chart holders with the Mary Poppins ruler on it. I was completely blown away. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to take this out and set it on my thing.
You take this piece and
You take this piece at the bottom, and it makes a
so fun. Yeah, so much fun. What a great Christmas gift idea too, if you're looking for something.
Yeah.
For a stitchy friend.
Yep. And this was the ornament that she stitched and finished for me, and I absolutely
so
love
she
it.
painted this.
Yep.
That's her. Oh, it's so soft.
And so are the.
Very nice.
I love it. I love it. Boy, do I have FOMO on French stitch.
I know. Me too.
And my last stitchy kindness came from.
Are you gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
Okay.
You all know, according to Nancy and Jen on the Bougie Stitchers, that Ashley is a new stitcher. She's a baby stitcher. She's 2 needles pulling thread cubed. She had said, oh, I'm working on this, but I'm working on a secret stitch. So if you don't tell mom what the secret stitch is, mom kind of figured out it was for mom. She gave me this on my last day of chemo. This is her first ever finish,
And FFO.
ever FFO.
She only chatted with me just a tiny bit when it came down to doing a frame, and I led her in the direction of where this might be at Hobby Lobby, and that's what she was buying when you were sat in the car that day.
I know. I actually went to Hobby Lobby and sat in the car. So yeah, I'm having a hot flash. So I just love it. I just love it. So
I do too. She did such a great
now
job.
we just have to
on
find
it.
a place to put it. And
Yep.
So those are my stitchy kindness. Thank you. I've had a lot of words and
Yep.
shout outs and
You just can't beat the support of friends. And
nope. Yeah,
that's what's amazing.
this community is pretty darn amazing. So.
Yep.
So what do you have? Anything else over there?
Well, my personal plans.
Oh, I lost my notes.
I now have a completely emptied out, gutted bedroom in my house.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
first of
CR2.
all, my dog doesn't know what to do because she slept in there every night with Grace on her dog bed on the floor. So I'm training her to go into my room and sleep on the floor in my room. She's not happy with it, and she butts her head on the door, but she'll get there.
Well, she gets to go visit Grace.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too. I finished all my DMC storage like you did.
Yep.
Finished that all. That was fun.
That's a project.
It's
no
no
joke.
joke.
So
it was a project, but I'm so glad, and I've taken care of things, and I've referred to it a lot, and I'm using my DMC more.
Yep.
So that I appreciate.
I'm finding I'm missing a lot, or they're in a lot of projects. I don't know which.
Yeah, I think they're probably in a lot of projects. My immediate plans are to stitch everything because that's where my brain is. After Thanksgiving, I have decided I am going to stitch whatever I want to for Christmas. I don't have a timeline. I don't have gifts that I'm going to be stitching. It's just going to be pleasure stitching.
Sweet.
For me, whatever I want, whatever I enjoy. I didn't even bring the ideas that I had because they might not come to fruition. I did want to talk about how I was mentioning my prairie schooler ornaments that I just kind of stitched throughout the year. I put together a packet, and I'll put these all in a project bag. But these are some of my ideas for ornaments for next year.
I love those sweaters.
And I don't intend to stitch every single one of them, and I will stitch what I want when I want. But I absolutely love these.
I might buy the red ones.
Oh, okay. We can share.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do these on perforated paper. I have the paper all cut and in here, and I have the floss ready to go. So that's what's in here. And this, I talked about this exclusive by Waxing Moon Designs for the Stitchery Nook.
Oh, I remember someone had talked about it, and I'm like, I've heard this
Oh,
before.
I talked about it, but I didn't have it in, right?
But a lot other people have talked about it, and I'm like, I know I've heard about this.
I love these.
Yes, those are gorgeous.
So immediately I had to order them. And if this, I'm sure this is still available, only through Stitchery Nook though. They have a drop down. You can order anything and everything to do with this project. You can order the fabric, the finishing, the mounting boards, the
Threads, the whole
everything.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, which was so nice of them, they emailed me and asked me, did I want anything, because I had only ordered the chart. And I was good with just the chart. And it comes with a little snowflake
That's awesome.
charm also. I'm going to do at least one of these.
Oh, I have that too.
You do?
Now, is that the small snowman that Helen put on the ornaments, on the tags?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Is it these?
I think so. Brenda Gervais cannot do wrong.
Yeah, because I think she lightened up that blue, right?
Probably.
This is a freebie, so you can scoot over to Hands On Design. It's Berries in Bloom, and I've done her Thankful one.
Oh, that'll fit in the tart, won't it?
Yep, it will.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll start. See, this is the problem. Is
See,
I want to start all the
I know.
things. I'm going to start the things.
And I've shown this before too in Sweet Abby from our Stitch Main thing. I got this one in the small, and I just like these.
Those are
These
so
are
cute.
really tiny.
Needle Love Company.
Needle Love. Now this is out of print, but I did find a few between Etsy and eBay.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of throwing things in here that when I feel like stitching an ornament throughout the year to continue having that for my Christmas tree, then I'm going to choose from it.
That's awesome.
And you notice I don't have prairie schoolers in here. I'm going to take a little break from that. And I don't want to have all prairie schooler, but
Right.
I got to have some other things.
Good luck getting that all back in the bag.
I know, I don't know how I did this. We are repping the Jingle Ball. If you are...
I don't know if... Oh, can you see it?
The Jingle Ball.
www.thejingleball.net.
You can buy a $10 ticket to the ball, and it's all a virtual December 2nd through the 3rd.
Yep, at the stroke of midnight after the 3rd, or technically on the 4th, it's done.
Yep, and 12 designers. So, I mean, everybody's talking about it.
Yep, there's going to be an ornament book that all 12 designers are putting out there.
Yep.
There is a little contest, if you can guess the sneak peeks. Meet and greets, exclusive shopping. They're going to do a class. Their classes are all full.
Yeah.
But they are going to do a class for everybody. I think it's an ornament finishing class. But
I think so. Like, they're going to have some free stuff that you can
there's
do.
entertainment. There's going to be
fun.
tons of different virtual stitching rooms you can enter. I know she posted yesterday on her Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb, posted what tables would you like to see. I know a lot of them are put out there. There's a cat table and a dog table and an ugly Christmas sweater table. I don't know what she'll come up with. I put chocolate lovers.
Oh. You didn't do coffee lover?
Well, that was one that they had mentioned too.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So yeah, cannot wait for that. We're gonna
be fun.
kind of hang out and do that. And
we are. And so Kathy and I, is it going to be our next one? We're going to plan during Jingle Ball.
well, we're going away.
Oh, shoot.
We're going
Let's
away
back
next
up.
weekend.
Kathy's getting out of town. She has
haven't been-
permission to get out of town.
I haven't been anywhere but Walmart, and that's dangerous.
So
on its
our
own.
husbands are going to be our little chauffeurs, and we're going to go away, the 4 of us. We plan to go Saturday morning.
After Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Nope.
And we're going to go down and visit Pam at Stitch New England. We're going to register for her retreat in person, so it's a little sooner.
Yes.
So check that out. She's doing a big, phenomenal retreat next October.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep the cat down.
Scoot on over to Stitch New England. Lily's done well. And so we're hoping to meet up with a couple of friends there and say hello.
Yep.
Have some lunch, and then we're going to go up to visit some more friends who will be having a stitchy day at the World in Stitches, and we'll visit Randy. We're going to stay the night and putz around.
I'm going
on
to check
Sunday.
out World Market. I've never seen
Take
that.
Kathy to World Market. I need stocking stuffers and advent box ideas for young adults, because why did I do this to myself?
I told Rob today at lunch, I said, you can get some Christmas gifts, some stitchy stuff. He said, really? I'm going to find that at Bass Pro Shop?
Yeah, because there's a Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that
Cannot
over
wait.
Thanksgiving. Can't wait. That's going to be fun. And we're going to celebrate all the things. We're going to celebrate the holiday. We're going to celebrate the end of this whole everything that everyone's walked through with Kathy. And an early year, 1 year anniversary.
early
We're going
Flosstube
to do it
anniversary.
all. It will be a video. We haven't really talked about it.
We haven't finalized all the plans, but it's going to be a party.
It's going to be a party. We're going to try to have a couple of special guests here with us.
Maybe we can do a
If
live.
it works out, we might be able to. We might need our guests if we're doing the live. And we are just going to shower you guys with giveaways.
And love. And
To say thank you. We're going to take some time while we're together doing the Jingle Ball. And we're going to go through all the stuff that so many of you have sent to us to share with others, and things that we have and things that we've put together for just this end of year.
Yep.
And we will keep you posted. We'll do a special little update on YouTube. You know how you can do that, right?
Yep. And we'll post something on Instagram beforehand.
So keep following us. And we're just going to have fun. We might be in our Christmas PJs. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to have fun with it. Yeah. And enjoy
Can't wait. I'm going to stay up on Christmas Eve. Not Christmas Eve. I'm going to stay up on that night too. New Year's Eve, and make sure 2022 leaves.
It's gone.
It's gone.
There's been some great stuff and
There
lots
is.
of blessings.
Your daughter nailed it. It's been the highest of highs, the lowest of lows.
Oh, her speech to Ashley.
And you know what? We've survived and moved forward. You know, our girls have found great guys, and
Yeah.
and great families. And
I'm excited to have them all together.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, mine are coming for dinner tonight, so.
Yeah, we gotta, hey, we're under an hour and a half.
I know, we've done really well.
So,
So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna keep stitching.
Yep, me too. Me too. I've got
I'm gonna
some
get
things.
this little gift out of the way. And I need to have a finishing day. I need to finish some ornaments, finish a couple of things for other people, and some swaps that I'm in.
Yeah, I made fobs yesterday. I played a little bit. I really need to get in that room and clean, but who knows?
Yeah, it'll happen.
So, yeah, we're just, now we gotta clean up.
It's okay. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here through all of this.
Yep.
For listening to all of this, for becoming such great members of this wonderful community with us.
Being our friends.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
All right, until next time.
Until next time.
All right, bye guys.